bonjour, merhaba, konnichi, wagwan. Hello, you know who it is, people, it's Arsenal's realist. I want to thank everyone for watching, and today we're talking directly to the Newcastle fans and the Villa fans. First, I want to start off with, obviously Villa beat them, Villa got battered, 4-0. There's nothing, when you lose 4-0, that's what we call it, a batterage, a chabadi G. You got chabadi G, but there's no problem with that, and I'll tell you why I think this, because you know what? You're looking at a Newcastle team that have had new ownership come in recently, arguably one of the richest families or states, whatever you want to call, these brothers are families, bro. They're one of the richest families in the world, got more money than common sense, literally. Eddie Howe's come in, they bought, who's it, Botman at the back, Emery. They've bought two players that have made a huge impact, and they're brilliant. And they've got a huge fan base, and there must be a certain electric and certain something going through that dressing room and that stadium, because like we talked about on the previous Arsenal video, link in the description, it's about setting a precedent as a manager. It's about creating a unity, a common bond, all or nothing, an all for one and one for all mentality, and that system and that passion will create a madness. And there is no doubt that's what I'm seeing at Newcastle. It's the same team under Steve Bruce. Take away two players, the two I just mentioned, Botman and Emery, or whatever his name is. So Eddie Howe, first thing, I take my mask off to you, sir. Well done, because Eddie Howe is a G. I'm sorry, I love him. I love what he's doing. He's always been brilliant. There's something about him that I really like in Eddie Howe. But for Villa, Emery's just come in. You're going to have to learn your team. So I don't think it's fair to compare Villa to Newcastle at the moment, because what's going on at Newcastle? God knows how much money's under the table every time a player scores. They've probably been told you finish 5th, 6th or 4th. This year you're all getting 2 fucking brand new houses, 5 Bentleys and 50, 60, 70 bags a day. This is different kind of Saudi Arabia money that's going on here, 100%. So the electric, the energy and the unity, plus you put Eddie Howe on top of that, Newcastle are a real contender. They're a real beast. They're a real animal at the moment. I'm even worried when we play them. They took points off City. Who's taken points off City this year? They've done United. They have took points of basically all the big teams, and they're not looking to stop it anytime soon. And do you know what? We mentioned it on the previous video. Like I said, the links will be in the description. Please check them out, people. Subscribe as well if you feel like it. But you know what? What's squalling with Almiron, bruv? Are the Saudi Arabian brothers telling him every time you score we give you an M? Because this guy, it doesn't matter how predictable you want to say he is, he'll be on the right hand side, he's cutting in on that left and he's banging it top bins. The brother's remarkable. Do you know what? Tierney's brilliant. Tomiyasu's brilliant. Fucking Zinchenko, lovely. I'll take him. We haven't seen much of him, but I'll take him. But can we honestly say any of these players are better than Almiron at the moment? Like, I'm not trying to create a war and people start getting in the comments saying who's better. It's only an opinion. I wouldn't be ready to say Almiron's better than any of them players. But what I'm saying is how many times is he going to score like this? Like, I don't know. I reckon this brother, I said in my previous video about Martinelli, I don't know if the sky is the limit. This guy could go all the way through space and the universe and hit the next universe, bro. That's how good I think Martinelli is. But when it comes to Almiron, the slow improvements he's making, along with Newcastle improving and playing as a fucking team, this team unity is key in life. If you're doing anything with a group of men, women, whoever it is, if you ain't all united in the one goal, do you know what? It's not going to go well. And what I'm seeing at Newcastle is amazing. I'm not just gassing it up. Almiron, I take my mask off to you, sir, because what he's doing is beautiful to watch, you know. I'm sure I won't love it when we're watching Arsenal play Newcastle. But you know what? Tomiyasu will be on to you that day, Almiron. Trust me, daddy. But big up Almiron, man, because you know what? He's making football enjoyable, especially for Newcastle guys. But I love seeing them kind of goals. Big him up, man. He's just cutting on the right-hand side, moving a little bit like Salah, even though Salah's dead now, cutting in on the left, bagging it top bins. What's one possibility that happened? Did you ever see Space Jam? Where the little aliens took the basketball players' powers. Bruv, Almiron, he talked to the Saudi Arabia brothers and he took Salah's powers because he's bagging it top bins. So big up Newcastle. A lot of respect for them. But like I said, let's talk about Villa quickly. A couple of people messaged me saying, oh, you done a video saying Unai Emery will be great for Villa. Rare, you know nothing. And these are Villa fans saying this. Why should you don't? Listen, if you're going to move like that, go on Arsenal Fan TV or something. If you're going to turn on your club in 10 seconds, Unai Emery's just come in. That 4-0 beating taught him a lot. It taught him a lot. And at the end of the day, there must be a slight attitude issue at Villa. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but when Stevie G's there, you're getting clarted every day. You're getting battered, chabadi G'd up. up, yeah? He leaves, you win 4-0. Now another manager's in, you got clarted 4-0. So what I'm saying is, once Unai Emery gets to stamp a bit of authority in that team, work out who's playing for the club, who's really on it, who's willing to join the team, the unity, the all for one, the one for all mentality, I have no doubt he'll improve Villa and play really good. So that was just a quick message to the Villa fans that, do you know what? Give it time. Let's not get too depressed, because I do believe that will be a huge learning curve for the players and for Unai Emery. So I think we should just cut Villa a bit of slack at the moment. Let's give it time and let's actually see what can happen, because yeah, it's Newcastle and it's easy to, it's almost like you're thinking, oh, Mike Ashley, Steve Bruce, Newcastle are shit, you can always get some. This is a new Newcastle. What you're playing up against, what Villa played the other day, was a brilliant team who actually, in their minds and their dressing room, there's no doubt they're playing for top 4 now. I can see it in them. There is no doubt. Remember what I said? That all for one and one for all mentality. One goal and we're going to fight for it. They're fighting for something big. So it was a bit of an unfair test for Villa. Unai Emery's been there 10 minutes. These Saudi Arabian owners have been at Newcastle for a while. Eddie Howe's been there for a while, and they're slowly, really, with Callum Wilson up front as well, big up Wilson, they're getting their message across in this Premier League, and I think it would be unfair to judge Villa and Unai Emery on that so soon. So that was just a quick one. Leave me a couple comments. I feel free. I accept all comments, all criticism and everything. So my Villa fans, my Newcastle fans, leave me some comments. But yeah, like I said, Newcastle are a different beast. Almiron, fucking hell, Almiron, you little dirty little G. But yeah, thank you people. Just a quick one. Thank you to all my fans, all my subscribers and all my viewers. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's Arsenal's Realist. Make sure you love your people. Make sure your people love you. It's Arsenal's Realist out.